Greetings from Constance and Charlie Cheese. We're here in the Plane of Knowledge. We just accepted our daily tasks to go to Veksar. And so we're going to take a little tour of that zone. And basically, you get the dailies from Franklin Teak in the Plane of Knowledge, who's just outside the Guild Hall. And to get to Veksar, you head to Furiona Vi and run to the Lake of Ill Omen. So here we are. We're on the neutral side. And I need to kill 5 slaves. These froglog slaves will show you how to get to that camp. I'm not super familiar with Veksar, but I think I know enough of how to get around to get to this camp. Pretty much a lot like Guk or Sebelis. There's a mixture of live and undead monsters. There's also summoned monsters, and also these hands, which I believe the hands are live mobs, although they look like undead hands. This is always tricky, these caves, just because Charlie's toon, his character sprite is kind of big, so I'm going to try to use illusion wood elf and try to help navigate these caves a little bit better. So basically, another thing that hurts you is levitate and the speed. So I'll just kind of inch my way forward in these caves, and yeah, there we are. I'm just looking back and forth between 2 computers, and okay. So you get the task from Mr. Franklin Teak. Sometimes he has you kill Highborn or Wraiths, because I think that's what he had us doing last week. But today it's slaves. So he has you going to a different part of the same zone, which is fun. Wow, there's actually people here. That's crazy. It's funny, man. It's a very high population live server, and people are still playing this game. All right. So basically, you get out, you head into Furiona Vi, and you head north. On the live server, Furiona Vi is taken over by Dark Elves. So the port is taken over by the Tyrdal. So that's both the Over There port and the Furiona Vi port. The actual Elvish forces have been moved east. So if you want to do things like the Ranger Epic and any of those archaeology quests based out of Furiona Vi, or any quest based out of Furiona Vi, you're going to run east, the eastern part of the zone. You're not going to run to the docks. So some people, I'm sure, have found that out the hard way. And the entrance of this zone, you gotta go past some blood gills, which aren't really much of an issue for us at this level 60. And you can use the weapons that drop in Veksar to work your Legion of Kabbalist faction, and I think you might also get Crusaders of Green Mist. I'm not sure. The only thing is, I'm not sure that there are any quests that are based out of Kabbalist that are worth doing to obtain that faction. I think it just makes you non-KOS to the Kabbalist Guards and the Crusaders of Green Mist. I could be wrong. I mean, definitely correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, the turn-in, I think it gives you some money, and it gives you nothing but good faction. The turn-in mob is right there. And I believe you have to give either 3 or 4 of a kind of these weapons that only drop out of Veksar to them. But the cool thing is it only gives you good faction. It doesn't take away faction from anywhere else. So we go into the middle of the lake with levitation. And you head to the western part of this box. Okay. And we'll get to see some classic Ixar architecture. So you can see this big dome that crashed the dragon Garrodon, the dragon Trachodon, was involved in the destruction of Veksar. This used to be like a spring with like natural healing waters, and of course now it's all cursed. But yeah, this used to be the entrance of Veksar. You can see classic Ixar architecture. And they were good architects, the Ixar, back in the day. So you zone in underwater, and it's actually pretty easy to navigate. A lot of the mobs here are static mobs with just a couple roamers. So what you do is you get on this pillar, and the only way I do is just kind of swim up, and boom. And levitate doesn't work in this zone, so that's something to keep in mind. If you fall, you just fall. Boom. Follow. Okay. There we are. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to use, we'll bust out the marks. I'm no fool. So we're going to use regular invis and run in here. So we got to go, I believe we got to go to these sewers up here. Okay, so what you do is you start off in the sort of center west area, and you go past these blood gills. And the blood gills are pretty much all static with one exception, I think. So these are the blood gills. That's what they look like. They're pretty easy to take out. We could kill our way there, but I'm not going to do that. Because I just wanted to make a short and quick video. So this is the live side. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go up this little ramp. And as long as your invis doesn't drop, nothing will really bother you. So we're going to kind of matriculate over to the undead side. Weird. Are there people here? Yeah, there's people here. Alright, so here is the undead side. So what we're going to do... Yeah, that's an undead mob. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to group invis versus undead. So right now, Constance should be double invised, but Charlie is just IVU'd. Alright. Alright, so what we've got to do is we've got to find... That is so irritating. Alright, so what we have to do is we have to find a little drop down. Let's go ahead and hide corpse. There we are. Alright. So there's a drop down. Okay, yeah, we're going to go this way. Alright, and then there's another set of stairs up this way. Or stairs down, rather. And Charlie's on geometry. Let's see, where are you, buddy? Alright. I believe there's a named around the corner. Follow. Alright. So around this corner. Crusader Sentry. Okay, we're not interested in undead mobs. Okay, so then we go this way. And this way. A little tortuous. Okay, they can't see me. Isn't that great? Alright. And nothing. Alright, so then you come to this little corridor and there's a drop down. So we drop into the water. And I don't think there's any mobs that swim in this water. So once you get in the water, I think you're good. Alright, so boom. Okay. And Charlie's gonna auto-follow here. Boom. Boom. Alrighty. And let's swim up this way. And then... And so, yeah, so this Ixar Temple, Veksar, it was... Let's see, did he follow? Yeah, he did. Alright. This was like this sort of, you know, contemplative place for Ixar to go and meditate and so forth, but it was attacked by the dragons, and all the Ixar here cast a spell on themselves so that they wouldn't die, and basically they all became undead abominations. And that spell also worked on one of the dragons who was attacking them, named Garrodon. And so you have an undead dragon here, who spawns. Sometimes he's a random world spawn, but you can also summon him by collecting the bones here and constructing, like reconstructing Garrodon. That's pretty cool. He drops some decent stuff. Alrighty, let's see here. So we need to go down to the shop. Alright, so now we have golems. Alright, so the shop, I think, is this way. Okay. I'm going to try and stay out of this guy's way. There you go. Alright. Alright, we're still IVU'd up. Okay. So now we're going to go into the shop. These are undead shopkeepers. Okay. Go around. I feel myself starting to appear. Okay. Just run this way. Alright, so let's just go here and then just re-invis, re-IVU. Okay. Alright. So now you go back upstairs in the shop. Okay. Alright. And then you drop down here. Boom. There's Charlie. Alrighty. We're getting close. Okay, so now we head northeast. We head northeast. And these highborn, they're a little tougher. So everything I pass, that's those sentries and stuff, they're pretty easy compared to the stuff here. So I believe... Okay, we're going the right way. Yeah, these guys are... They get progressively harder the deeper and deeper you get. Okay, so here is, I believe we have a warrior epic, and I think an epic 1.5 mob. He's kind of tough. Alright, so now we're in the hand room. So what we're going to do is we're going to cast regular invis, just with the cloudy pot, and try and sneak our way past the hands. Right. Okay. Alright, so here we are. Alright, so we can go left or right. Let's go ahead and let's go left. So these are two, looks like you're underwater, but you're not. And so these are the slaves you want. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull them in. These are undead mobs, so we'll go ahead and pull in with Epitaph of Life. Bam. Charlie has a brand new one-hand blunt, which is nice. And he's got a new shield, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, that Epitaph of Life is nice. It's an undead dot. He also has Turn Undead, which has a potential to deal like massive amounts of damage. And then he also has a Banish. Or no, he has Exile Undead, which is nice. So he's Nuke, a dot, and a dot AA line. Which I think that would work really well against Garrodon, who's an undead dragon. Yeah, I would want to Turn Undead. The cleric could probably make the parse with Turn Undead if that thing procs. I think I might be able to link the AA in chat. Let's see, Turn Undead. Boom. Okay, so we'll go ahead. Boom. Turn Undead. And this is just a cleric AA, which is pretty awesome. Alrighty. Alright, so Turn Undead 3. So you got all 3 ranks of it. Has a 5% chance to trigger Infusion of Holy Light, which critically deals 32,000 damage. Deals 300 damage every 6 seconds for 24 seconds. So Unholy, or Infusion of Holy Light, it's a unresistible like proc. So yeah, you know, That's a lot. So yeah. 2. Cool. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll try to turn one of these guys. So we're going to turn that guy. Yeah, that was that thing just crit. So yeah, all right. And let's go ahead and Vandalator that staff. Let's see here. So yeah, that was a turn undead right there. Pretty cool. See if I can find it in my log. Leave. Okay. There's exile. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna try. I have to find that. Yeah. Charles Cheese hits a decaying slave for 18,074 hit points of unresistible damage. Isn't that cool? The cooldown is 4 minutes. 4 minutes. 3 seconds right now. So yeah, pretty nice. So pretty nice that you can just eliminate undead mobs like that, get full experience for them. He also has this sort of I forget what the spell line is called. It requires an ingredient. Yeah, it's called Banishment of Shadows. Essentially, it just eliminates. I think you don't get any experience, but I think it just eliminates an undead mob level 51 or lower. It needs a star ruby, but it essentially just causes an undead mob to like despawn kind of thing. So yeah. This is a great place to work AA, just if you're 2-boxing. And I love that these mobs don't run. Oh, I forgot Charlie has a new summoned hammer, which is nice. Yeah, let me go ahead and... Yeah, and he's got some really nice, he's got Divine Aura, Bestow Divine Aura, Divine Res, Celestial Regen. So yeah, he's got some really nice healing tools. Here we are. Okay, this is one of those weapons. I think if you get 3 or 4 of a kind, you turn it into that quest mob to get like Cabalist faction. Let's go ahead and summon. Let's go ahead and summon a Hammer of Divinity. This thing is another undead killing machine. So yeah, if you're a cleric, yeah, definitely. This is a great zone to go. I can send a link of my 2 weapons that I got out of Vishan's Peak, and of course these are twink items. And I'll summon my hammer. Boom. Let's go. Boom. Boom. Alrighty, and let's go ahead and equip this hammer. Alright. Boom. Alright, so let me go ahead and link the hammer too. Alrighty. I think we have one more mob to kill, so we've got some time. Alright, so he got this aged Shizar Apothec staff, which has a basically a greater heal clicky on it. So 975 of hit points of damage that you can heal. Pretty nice. I mean, for a level 60, that it's a self-imposed level cap that we have. It's almost 1,000 hit points. I mean, that's nice to have. The weapon does like a 1.143 ratio, which my epic is like 0.6, so it's a much better ratio. So I slotted my my direct damage aug in there. So that's a very nice weapon he got out of VP. And then his shield, this had 20 more AC on it than my Flawed Defiant Carapace. And it also has 3 Flowing Thought on there. It doesn't have any heroic stats, and I only have a hit point regen aug in there. I'd like to get an AC aug in there. But yeah, an extra 20 AC compared to that Flawed Defiant Carapace. That's nice. And this Hammer of Divinity, it has 10 Bane damage versus Undead and 25 Dex on it. And it can proc Hand of the Gods, which is 150 point direct damage. And and it has a 0.78 ratio, so not quite as good as the Shizar Apothec Staff, or the aged Shizar Apothec Staff, but it's still pretty nice. The thing procs all the time, so yeah. Yeah, so Charlie's an undead killing machine, man. He's fun to play. So what I can do is just drop, and yeah, you can actually hear the thing go off. Yep. It's pretty nice. So all that stuff we passed along the way, all those like undead Ixar and stuff. I mean, you could crawl your way here, and essentially just milk AA. This is a great place to get AAs. All right, so let's see what piece of gear I need. So I have the new belt, the intricate belt. I have the cloak, so it would be the pauldrons. So I had flawed pauldrons I'm going to get, and let's make sure this is for monk. Yep, select. Cool. And I think the same thing is true for cleric. Yeah, he has the flawed adept, so he's going to get intricate adept. Choose. Nice. And then I got an AA out of that. Let's see what AAs I can buy. I think pretty much now it's forage. I'm running out of AAs. So forage. The next one's at 70. I think I can probably do mystical tuning so I can get more buffs can be cast on me, kind of thing. Oh, I can train another one. Sweet. So, and then the next rank is level 65, so I got mystical attuning. Cool. So what we can do now is I'm going to look for some names and then just zone out of here. It's a nice little 20-minute video, little bit of a tour of Veksar, this ancient city. Yeah, it's nice. Charlie gets this group in IVU, which is very nice to have. So yeah, I could see, definitely coming here with like a Necro. A Necro would have a lot of fun here killing undead and with undead pets and so forth. And also keep in mind the cleric has a summoned line, and all those golems, those are summoned creatures, and the efficiency on the banished summoned line for clerics is pretty good. It does a fair amount of damage. All right, so the Wraith, I think that's the Undead Thief's placeholder. Okay, so we don't have any names up. So what we'll do is we'll just kill these last two guys. So Charlie, what he'll do is he'll go ahead and turn undead here. Turn undead. Bam. And then the other guy will go ahead and just cast Epitaph on him. And then, yeah, I just love dotting everything. It's just fun for me. So right now I've got two cleric dots on the white con. I can switch. And so yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get a proc there, but it's all good. So yeah. The only reason I'm on two separate mobs is I want to get the full efficiency for my dot. Good, and there we are. And yeah, so having Charlie practice. Having Charlie tank, it definitely brings his defensive skill up. Let me check defense. He's got 10 more skill ups to go, and then with respect to constants, she's maxed. So we want Charlie tanking. We want him to get his defensive up. So yeah. All right, let's get out of here. A nice little tour. So that's pretty much how you do dailies on a live side, and basically you just Throne of Heroes back to the guild lobby, and then reslot your AUG, and just come here the next day. And, you can stay in the zone, and this is a hot zone. You can stay here, and, it's really, really good AA, good experience. Or you can go somewhere else. But this is how you get, you can help fill in your gear. And the zone that you're in typically will drop, in this case, intricate gear. And the higher level mobs in this zone, I believe, will drop elaborate gear. So they'll drop one level higher if they're high level mobs. So the highborns will probably drop elaborate gear. And the names will probably drop elaborate gear in the zone. So, yeah, terrific fun. I hope you enjoyed that video. Definitely stay tuned for, I believe we're going to do Sky tomorrow. And I'm probably going to be late to that, but, I'll definitely take video if I'm there. All right, take care, everybody. Bye.